Hey, oozes and bunnies. This is a preview of the most recent Party Planning, an extra podcast that the Join the Party crew makes for our Patreon. If you want to listen to the whole thing, go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod. Check out this preview.
Hello, it is me, the birthday baby king.
Yeah!
Baby king, baby king, baby king.
Try again, minions, you weren't in sync.
Baby king, baby king.
Baby king.
This displeases me. Moving on. Hello, it's party planning, which we've just realized. We've known that the abbreviation is PP for party planning. That's how we refer to it in our spreadsheets. But Brandon suggested we call them peeps. Which we will be doing from now on.
Yeah.
I have decreed it. It is my birthday.
Birthday decree.
Hi, everybody. I am turning 33 this year, which is a type of record, a pleasing number in that it is two sequential numbers, one after another. The last time I did this, I was 22. Life was worse back then, I'll tell you that much.
Sure.
And next time I'll be 44, which if I'm lucky enough to see it, we'll do something else fun that time. Cool. But now I have asked my 3 close friends and colleagues to prepare presentations that they think will amuse me. And this is what I want for my birthday.
Woo! Baby king. Baby king. Baby king.
I still, even for myself who has been currently 33 for a while, I still sing I'm Turning 30 from Inside by Bo Burnham constantly. Like, I think that because I turned 30 in the pandemic, I've just been turning 30 probably for the next 7 more years. So you can just keep bringing that turning 30 vibe forward.
Heck, you're older than me, right?
Yeah.
How
but like,
old are we?
I'm the oldest,
Okay.
which is why I'm the DM.
That makes sense.
And because Brandon has the fewest pairs of jeans, he is going to present first in this party planning.
That is
Gotcha.
true, and I do.
Well, how many
Also-
alleles does Brandon have?
Eric, you mentioned Bo Burnham, and I don't want to put you on blast, but you know that Discord shows you what music you've been listening to, and it does say, like, underneath your name, like, listen to a lot of Bo Burnham this week.
I was just listening to I don't actually listen to that much music, and therefore not a lot of Spotify. So Spotify can only narc on me so much. So I'm
There
like,
you go.
no, I was just listening to I'm Turning 30 a bunch. It's great.
Yeah, there
Also,
you go.
the Bo Burnham album is a great album. You know?
I am now at the point where I can listen to some tracks on Inside. Not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah.
I want to shout out the Phoebe Bridgers cover of the really sad one about the world ending.
Ooh, I need to
Nice.
hear that. I haven't listened to that.
Yeah, the one where he plays it in front of the campfire.
I
can't
know the
remember.
song you're talking about. Yeah.
It's really good. No, I now I've been listening to that a bunch now that I teach undergrad students. So I'm like, nothing makes me feel older than literally teaching 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
This conversation displeases me. Brandon, please present.
All right, we'll move forward. Yes, king.
Yes,
Thank
king.
you.
Yes, king.
Okay, well, Amanda, I as we intimated before we started recording, I had a lot of thoughts. None of them were good enough, and so I was in search of ideas, and I decided at the end of it to just go simple. And I was like, what does Amanda love? Now, my 2 colleagues here took 2 of the things you love, so I couldn't take those 2 things.
Damn.
No, I mean, like, fairly.
Yeah, because
before
Brandon
I chose.
asked me and Julia what we were doing and then didn't offer anything in exchange.
Yeah, that
And
did happen.
Julia and I are suckers, so we responded.
Brandon, is that your I'm a little gremlin dance?
I'm a little gremlin. I'm a little gremlin.
I mean, he's a little gremlin.
This pleases me.
I'm not a sucker. I just like sharing information.
I'm a sucker. Sorry. Julia is nice. I'm a sucker.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So all that to say, at the end of the day, I just was like, let's go strip it down to basics. Let's just do something I know Amanda's gonna love. So I'm gonna present my screen here. This is
If
going
you're not
to
at the video tier of the Patreon, you
Missing
gotta
out.
join at
You gotta join.
patreon.com/join
This is the episode you're really missing out on.
You will still enjoy it on audio, but
Yay!
So I decided, what does Amanda love more than anything? It's Court of the Reports.
Yay!
Yep, that's true. That is true.
The one from Hasbro came out today, and we spent some time reading it. It was nice.
Well, I decided what better company to do this than the maker of the company of the computer that I'm working on now. It's App. Oh, sorry, I have a little typo there at the bottom, but it's Apple. Yay! And it's also easily accessible.
What's Apple? I don't even know this company.
Is this like bad Starbucks? It's Happy Apple.
Happy Apple.
Oh, this pleases me already.
Welcome
Hooray!
to Q4 2024 review for Apple.
Yay!
So, these are some screenshots, but his executive summary.
Man, you're really just doing it. You're
Incredible.
straight up doing it.
Incredible.
Apple reports fourth quarter results. The iPhone drove record sales in September, and services revenue reaches all-time high. The company posted a quarterly revenue of $94.9 billion.
Oh my
up
God.
6% year over year, with quarterly diluted earnings share of 97%. Now, here's the thing I wanted to give you, Amanda. I don't know what quarterly diluted earnings per share are. Do you?
Yes. So there are different kinds of stock that a company can give out. They can give out types that cannot be diluted, meaning the value increases proportionally with any additional stock that the company offers over time, which they reserve for bigwigs like founders and executives. Everybody else, they can just issue new stock at any time. And if you've had 5 Apple stocks for 30 years, then they give out 100 million more. You're like, shit. And so the diluted earnings per share is where they proportionally divide earnings to be like per individual share, and they don't like juice up the ones that are undiluted, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. And it's the poor people's share is what we're saying.
It's basically, the dividing up the earnings among the most kinds of stock that they give out.
Got it. So diluted earnings per share was $1.64, up 12% year over year. Based on some stuff that it says here. And then designated in 1974. Wait, hold on. I might have copied this wrong. Hang on.
That's okay.
Let me just move forward on here and
Yeah. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Shit.
That was great. My favorite part was the accent work. If you like that, you gotta hear the rest of Party Planning by joining the Patreon at patreon.com/jointhepartypod.
Hey, we know you like great storytelling, and we think you'll love the radically honest stories on the podcast Risk. Risk is where people tell true stories they never thought they'd dare to share, like the one about the guy who cooked and served his own leg to his friends in taco form, or the woman who found out that the person she was sharing kinky fantasies with online was actually her dad. Oh no. If you think you've heard it all, just wait until you hear Risk. Listen to and follow Risk on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. The LitHub podcast is the new flagship podcast from LitHub.com. Every Friday, host Drew Broussard is joined by LitHub staff, writers, and other special guests to chat about everything interesting, strange, and wonderful happening in literary culture. Previous topics include which new books you should check out in 2025, AI companies' attempts to disrupt the publishing industry, and, of course, Luigi Mangioni's Goodread page. There is so much more in the LitHub podcast. You should listen now. Go to lithub.com or subscribe to the LitHub podcast wherever you listen to your pods.